Hello again. In the second video of genetics, I will solve questions 19 to 14. As you can see, we have a list of inherited diseases. It's from A to E. So we have to match them with the possible answer. So this type of question is like a matching question. Okay, we have we have five diseases here. Okay, and we have six sentences or statements. We have to match them. It's a matching question. So we have these genetic or inherited diseases. Inherited means diseases that they are passing from parents to offspring. So let us start. The first one that we have results from a mutation of chromosome. Okay, it's chromosomal mutation disease. It means the number of the chromosomes will be abnormal. Okay, so from which of the following diseases, which one has abnormal number of chromosome? As we know that a normal human person has 46 chromosomes. Okay, but in case of Down syndrome, okay, that person has 47 chromosome, one extra chromosome. Okay, they have one extra chromosome, and the type of this mutation in the Down syndrome is chromosomal mutation. Okay, so the answer for the question 9 is E. Okay, it is Down syndrome. Let us move to the second question. It's characterized by a buildup of fluid in the lungs. So, among these diseases that we have, cystic fibrosis, we can say, cystic fibrosis is a disease that's related to the building or collection of the fluid in the body organs, mostly in the lungs. So cystic fibrosis, we have to know that it is autosomal recessive disease. Okay, it's encoded by the autosomal chromosome. Autosomes, it means the first 22 pairs of the chromosomes that we have, and recessive, we know that what we mean by it. Okay, so cystic fibrosis is a disease. Okay, it's characterized by the buildup of fluid, okay, in the lungs, and this makes breathing so difficult. uh, every 2 days or every day they have to take that fluid from the lungs by a syringe. Okay, that's about the this statement that we have, and the answer for it is B. Okay, now let us move to the next question that we have, question 11. If no dietary change is instituted at birth, mental retardation will result. So, students, dear students, we have a disease, we call it phenylketonuria. As we know that we have 20 type of amino acids, phenylalanine, okay, phenylalanine is an amino acid, okay, in which it's one of the type of the amino acid, and in our body we have an enzyme that digests or solves this phenylalanine. Okay, but some babies or some people at birth they don't have that enzyme, they don't have it. So during eating foods, okay, this phenylalanine will not be digested and it will be accumulated, and its concentration, it will increase and increase, and we know that increasing of a substance, even a benefit substance, if it is increasing our body, even if we have, for example, large amount of vitamins in our body, they will be toxic. So when the phenylalanine is increased and increased and increased, so finally it will be toxic, okay, and it will cause mental retardation because it will be accumulated in the brain and the neurons will be affected by it very easily. So for those people, okay, they have to change their diet, their food, okay. It contains free of phenylalanine. There will be no phenylalanine in their food, so the phenylketonuria will not be produced, okay. We will not have phenylketonuria, it will not be accumulated, so finally we will not have the disease. But if there is no dietary change at birth, then mental retardation will result, okay. So the answer for the question is A. For the question 11, it is A. And just for your information, when a baby is born, generally in the hospital they will make a test we call the newborn screening test, okay. It is a test in which it looks for those type of diseases like phenylketonuria. In the first day of birth, at birth, okay, they can know, the family, they can know whether their baby has that disease or not. If they know that it's positive, then they will substitute the diet for it, okay. So that says about the question 11. And now let us move to the next question. Question 12. It's an autosomal dominant disease of the nervous system that results in death. So, Huntington disease, see, the Huntington or Huntington disease it is an autosomal, it is autosomal dominant disease of the nervous system, okay, that results in death, it causes death, okay. So it is Huntington disease. It is a disease that those body they cannot control their body movement, their voluntary muscle they cannot control. Always they are like vibrating, and maybe they are laughing. So they have different behaviors. And there's one point, always this disease onset usually in the middle age, okay. We cannot see it or we cannot distinguish it at birth, okay. If just by genetic or sequencing tests we can determine it, but in the physical characteristics or in their behavior we can observe it in their middle age. So for the question 14, again the answer is C, okay. It is Huntington disease. Let us move to the one last question that we have. It's a sex-linked, question 13. It's a sex-linked recessive disorder, but let me change the color, okay. So it's a sex-linked recessive disorder, and it is this one. It is hemophilia, okay. Hemophilia. So it is D, okay. Hemophilia. It is a disease that's related with the clotting, with the blood clotting, to stop the wounds, okay. Some people they have missing one of the protein that's important for the blood clotting. So in those people, they could not have blood clotting, okay, and this causes bleeding and death if they cannot stop it, okay. So this is hemophilia, and it is a sex linked. It means it's carried out by X chromosome, okay. It's sex linked recessive disorder, okay. That's about the question 15. So now we finished the matching questions, and now let's move to the question 15, okay, because from the beginning it says from question 9 to 14 we have to pay attention to those points. Now in question 15 it says a man with Kleinfield syndrome. So Kleinfield is one of the syndromes that those people, they have 47 chromosomes. Like Down syndrome, they have one extra chromosome, but extra chromosome in the sex chromosome, they have XXY. But in Down syndrome, we mentioned that in Down syndrome here they have one extra autosomal chromosome, okay. So this abnormality came about as a result of what? From the Kleinfield syndrome. This man has one more X. We know that a normal man is XY, okay, but that one has one more X, and this causes abnormality in their behavior. So it is from crossing over. Crossing over has no any relation with that, okay. Crossing over is the exchange of chromosomal segment that's happening during meiosis 1. Is from the deletion of a chromosome. It's not from deletion, it's from having an addition of the chromosome, okay. We have an addition, but this is not the answer. But this one, it results from non-disjunction, okay. So the answer for the question is D. It is D. Non-disjunction, it means the chromosomes are not separated very well, okay. We know that due to the law of segregation, the chromosomes will be separated from each other during the formation of gamete. But sometimes maybe a gamete, it contains one extra chromosome, while the other one, it contains no any chromosomes, okay. So when this one combines with the sex gamete of the opposite gender, okay, so it will form one extra chromosome will be formed. That's not from a mutation of the gene, because it's at chromosomal level. We know we have two types of mutation. Either it is nucleotide or inside a gene, or it's from chromosomal mutation. So the answer for this question, it is D, in which it means it is from non-disjunction. And I hope it's clear. In the next video we will continue from the question 16. Thank you so much for your attention.